What's up, y'all? This is Keith the Trucker, bringing you another video. I was just got off the road, but I was listening to a bunch of the Antifa stuff and watching a few videos of that. You know, something I find ironic about that is every time they stick a microphone in any of their protesters' face, how's it they all go plumb stupid? Just stupid. It's like, what are you protesting? Fascism, racism, misogyny, Zionism. And it's like, okay, give me one example of it. Hey, well, he's fucking racist. It's always about Trump. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You're stopping people from speaking. That's fascism. What the hell are they doing? I mean, you can't, you know, anything they say, you know, what do you think of President Trump? President Trump. Oh, I hate him. I can't stand him. Well, what has he done that you don't like? Every time. And it's always the same type of kids that you look at and go, I bet they just got out of their mom's basement. That's about a creepy, freaking little weird looking fucker. You see the women's march and all them women up there doing it. It's like, stay out of my vagina. And you look at them and go, ain't nobody wanting to get into your vagina. Ooh. Just, damn. It's like, hasn't nobody ever been in there? Don't nobody want to get in there. You're nasty. I'm sorry, that's wrong. She's still a woman, but, ooh. I'm sorry, I look at them and it, you know, it's usually a handful of older guys, some younger guys, but there's got a lot of guys like me that show up there and they're like, look, little kid, you know, and every time somebody stands up to them and gets in their face, it's always the same thing. There's a bunch of them, and they're, fuck you, you know, fuck you. And then as soon as they get their hands touched and put their hands on people and they get knocked the fuck out because they're not in their mom's basement and they're not on them keyboards being keyboard Rambos, and then somebody puts their fist in their face, then it's, oh, you're arrested. Well, you should have spit in his face. You shouldn't have bumped into him and, you know, put your elbow in somebody's chest or try to smash their camera. And it's like, wow, unfucking believable. That these kids think that that's not assault when you touch somebody. That even bumping into them is assault. That a person has a right to knock your fucking ass off if you put your hands on them. And that means spitting on them. That means bumping into them, blocking their way. As soon as you touch somebody, they have the right to knock you the fuck out. It's unbelievable. I guess that's why I'll never personally go to one of them events, because the first one of them little kids, I'd be like, you know what? Being an ex-combat soldier like me, you five will be first. Let's go around the corner. I'm going to fuck you up. And then I'm going to take a break and I'm going to come back. Even though I'm 50 years old, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fuck you and you up. Because I know you ain't nothing but your little keyboard Rambos running your fucking mouth that ain't never done nothing in this world but sit there and live off your mommy and daddy's jock running your mouth. But yet want to talk about fascism and being socialist and communist. That is a total insult to every vet in this country. Not having it. And more vets, older people, people that pay taxes, that actually fund the taxes, you know, the government, that actually fund it, make sure that there's money to be spent, like myself that spends a lot of money. 1/3 of my income goes to the government. That's about right around 40 grand a year that I paid to the government every year. Yeah, so guys like me hear all this, let's give them free college, free healthcare, free, and I'm going, hey, I'm great with that. Let's give them free when everyone starts paying what I pay. Not this 47% or half, right? I think it's more like half that don't pay no taxes at all. They think they do because they get a little bit taken out of their check, but at the end of the year, they get all this lump chunk. I can't count the number of people I know personally that didn't pay hardly crap in taxes, but got back several thousands. On that note, I'm going to take a drink of an adult beverage. Yeah. get back several thousands of dollars. And when it's all totaled up, it's like, well, how much did you end up paying? Well, I paid in $2,000, but I got 7,000 back. Oh, so that means they gave you $5,000 of money you didn't earn. So they took 5,000 from somebody else, like me, and gave it to you. Yeah. Well, that's not the way it works. And they talk about Sweden and all them great countries. Well, go investigate how Sweden got there. That's the thing, is these dumb son of a bitches ain't even smart enough to Google how Sweden was able to do healthcare for everybody. And if you really look at it, investigate, you'll find out that's the citizens of Sweden's biggest complaint, is how much their healthcare actually cost. They don't get free healthcare. That's a total lie. That is total garbage. In fact, Sweden is ranked one of the most highest cost of healthcare to the individual in any country, even above the United States. Research it, Google it. That's fact, that's not bullshit. But to provide the social services that they did started in 1992, and they went to almost a 60% for 2 years income tax. Now it's around 42%, and every citizen pays, not just those that make good money. Every citizen pays taxes. Unlike a country like ours where half the people don't pay shit and benefit from it. So I'm all for socialism, because everybody will have to pay, and then they'll see, what we feel. I could live a lot better, a lot comfortable life if you put that 40 grand that I pay in every year back in my fucking pocket. That'd be great. But guess what? That'll never happen. So people need to do a little research. Just my quick video on a little rant, just because I've seen all that and just noticed, the type of people is number one. No matter whether it's in Seattle, whether it's in Washington, whether it's in California, it's the same type of people protesting every time. Just look at the videos. There's hundreds of hours of it, and it's the same type of individuals doing the protesting against the so-called Antifa group. And they're an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment to their families. Most of them, they sit there and say, well, my dad fought against Nazis. And it's like, okay, if your dad fought against the Nazis, then what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you acting like this? I'm getting up there in age, but I promise you, if either one of my boys ever showed me that they were there, as soon as they walked in the door, I'd knock them right in the fucking mouth for disrespecting me, my name, their ancestors, and their grandparents and great-grandparents on from them. Without a doubt. And they know it without a doubt. Because I've told them, if I ever hear you went to some protest like that and disrespected our president, whether you like him or not, he's still the president. I didn't like Obama. I thought he was the worst thing to ever happen to America. But he was still the president of the United States. And I still respected the man because he was. I didn't like his policies. Not one bit. And I thought he was a two-faced, lying son of a bitch. Which proved out to be true. But he was still the president of the United States. And while he was in office, I'd say his policies are junk. But I'd never talk trash about the man. I never wished death on the man. I never wished death on any of his supporters. And that's the difference between Trump and Obama. We hated Obama. I thought he tried to personally destroy America and everything that it stood for. This is not a socialist country. And if you want socialism, get the fuck out. Go somewhere where it is. They'll take you in. Go ahead. They really will. So, like I said, just my 2 cents. I threw it in there. Here's another video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Booyah.